Have you ever wondered what secrets your favorite celebrities carry behind closed doors? What burdens even the strongest Nollywood legends might be hiding? Well, today's gist is hotter than hot. It's about none other than Pete Edochie, yes, the Lion himself, and a mysterious late-night visit to the one and only Rev. Father Mbaka. Now, relax, grab your zobo, and let me tell you a story that never made it to the headlines. A tale you'll only hear right here at Fictional Gist HQ. It all started on a cool Monday morning in Enugu. Pete Edochie was supposed to be on set for a major historical film. Cameras were rolling, crew members were waiting, but the veteran actor was nowhere to be found. Phones rang, assistants panicked, and even the producer looked like he was sweating holy water. The man was MIA, but while the whole crew was losing their heads, Pete was on a different kind of mission, one that had nothing to do with acting. Eyewitnesses, yes, fictional ones, said they spotted a black Prado SUV cruising quietly out of Independence Layout just past midnight. Tinted windows, quiet engine, and just one passenger in the back, Pete Edochie. The car didn't stop at any hotel. It didn't head toward the airport. Instead, it took a strange route, a winding, forested road leading to the outskirts of Enugu, toward the private prayer grounds of Rev. Father Mbaka, not the public adoration ministry, but a lesser-known, off-the-grid location where the most powerful prayer sessions are rumored to happen. Rev. Father Mbaka didn't seem surprised. In fact, he was already standing outside in his white cassock, waiting. No security, no cameras, no crowd. Just the two of them, the priest and the legend. They entered a small, candlelit prayer room. No phones allowed, no assistants, just pure, spiritual conversation. What was discussed in that room remained a mystery, until much later. But what we do know is that they prayed, loud, for hours. Pete reportedly broke down mid-prayer, something that almost nobody had ever seen. Strong man like that, it had to be serious. Now here's where it gets really juicy. Sources close to the priest again. Fictional sources claim that Pete Edochie's prayer wasn't about his health, career, or even his family. Instead, he asked a question. Father, how do I walk away from a legacy that is no longer mine? Confused, Mbaka asked him to explain. Pete went on to say that every time he stepped on a film set lately, he felt empty, like he was just playing a role he no longer recognized. The voice, the proverbs, the power, all of it felt fake. He feared that he had become a caricature of himself, a walking meme, and that his real voice, his real purpose, had been lost. He came to Mbaka not for healing, but for release. Rev. Father Mbaka reportedly told Pete to go into silent retreat. 7 days, no speaking, no phones, no script, no camera, just God. And then came the prophecy. You will find your voice, but not in Nollywood. Your next scene is not for the screen. Pete was stunned. For someone who had spent his whole life commanding the screen, this was a spiritual mic drop. They closed the session with communion, anointing oil, and one final request from Pete. Don't tell anyone I was here. This story isn't ready yet. Well, looks like the story is ready now, at least in this fictional version. After the encounter, Pete reappeared on set 2 days later, calm, collected, and oddly quiet. He completed the shoot, but those who worked with him said he looked different. Not sick, not tired, just detached, like his soul was already elsewhere. Shortly after, he turned down 3 major roles and stopped accepting new scripts. Even his social media went dark. Some say he's planning to open a private spiritual center. Others think he's writing a book. A few even believe he might enter politics. But here's the truth. None of that matters. Because for Pete, something shifted that night with Mbaka. And if this story tells us anything, it's that even legends need guidance sometimes. So what do you think? Was this a moment of spiritual awakening? A midlife crisis? Or maybe, just maybe, a quiet goodbye to the role of a lifetime? Let us know in the comments what you think really happened. And remember, this story is 100% fictional, for entertainment only, brought to you by Fictional Gist. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more juicy Naija-inspired tales. We've got gist that hits harder than Sunday service offering.